So today we are going to do a long meditation. So we're going to do long restore, let go of stress meditation. And then we are going to do some loving kindness, theme of the week. I'm sitting because I'm going to lead you. Traditionally, this kind of meditation is taken on the back, kind of in a corpse pose. The idea is that your chest is open, your back is supported, you're lengthened. As you go into these deep states of rest in your muscles, maybe some things would start to realign in this position. However, that's just one way to do this. So I do invite you to take the position that you are most likely to hold in comfort for about 50 minutes. So you want to be in a position that you can be still in and comfortable in and not having any physical discomfort that keeps pulling you out of the practice. So even if you're worried about going to sleep, let go of that worry. There are a couple of things you can do to help yourself. You can make an intentional promise and say it out loud to yourself. This is my practice of meditation. I will remain awake and alert. You can make that promise to yourself as you're starting to settle into the ground. Or you can just let go of the fact that you may fall asleep and be okay with that, because maybe that's what your body needs in this moment. So if you're not 100% comfortable on your back, do try putting something in underneath the knees to give you a little more space in case you have any tightness in the low back or in the hamstrings, the backs of the legs. You can take any position. We really just want to take props and comfort, and do add an extra layer, because as you start to really relax and release, your body temperature does drop. So you want to be nice and warm. So grab your props, set up, start to land. Because this is a program, I have these here, by the way, for the dogs, in case the dogs are in the studio. So if you hear the dogs, just know that the dogs might make some noise. So as you start to land in this practice, you're going to take in all of the sounds of your environment, perhaps the sound of this environment too. Maybe you'll hear some distracting noises from our end. Just start to let yourself know what is present. So you're turning off your fight or flight system, or at least trying to. So it's helpful to let your fight or flight system know what's around you. So really open your eyes, take in your environment, know where you are. Start to paint in exactly where you are. Let your body know, let your mind know where you are. Notice the sounds. Notice some sounds that might come up that are far away. And rather than noticing and being frustrated with or judging whether they should or should not be there, trying to just allow sounds to be sounds. And as you start to settle in, it can even be helpful to say to yourself, right here in this moment, all of my needs are met. And if you're particularly struggling with grounding and landing on the ground, maybe even bringing some warmth into your hands and placing your hands on your hips or around your lower torso space, kind of our grounding space. Imagining the warmth of our hands kind of drawing us down into support below us, softening any gripping around the hips. And when we think about it, our torso, our mid-torso, lower torso, our legs, our glutes, this is the space that fire up first in our fight or flight system. So you're trying to let that space know that it's not time to run. It's not time to flee. It's time to soften and take a break. begin to start to really land, make a little promise to yourself that you will try to remain still for the practice. And that's not to beat yourself up if you really need to adjust and move something halfway through, but just that you're going to attempt to remain still and soft in the physical body. Take a look in at the breath. Notice what it's doing. And see if you can just start to let it soften and run on its own journey. So rolling in and rolling out, however your breath is rolling in and rolling out, as if it were controlled by something outside of you, like the waves of the ocean. Rolling in, rolling out. And then we'll move on to a practice of bringing single point awareness to parts of our body, trying to bring all of our sensation awareness to each part as we label it, and then moving around the physical body, noticing things that are tense, trying to let that tension go, and really just bringing our mind into the practice, bringing our mind out of our thoughts and into our physical body. So we begin with the right hand. Become aware of the right hand thumb, first finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger. Palm of the right hand, back of the right hand, right wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit. Travel down the rib cage, rib at a time. Locate the space between the rib cage and the hip. Right hip, thigh, kneecap, lower leg, ankle, heel, arch of the right foot, ball of the right foot, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Become entirely aware of the right side of the body, as if turning on your awareness to every cell on the right side of the body. Gently shift your awareness over to the left side. Find the left hand thumb, first finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, palm of the left hand, back of the left hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit. Travel down the rib cage, a rib at a time. Locate the space between the rib cage and the hip. Left hip, thigh, kneecap, lower leg, ankle, heel, arch of the left foot, ball of the left foot, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Turn on your awareness to the entire left side of the body, as if arriving home and finding each and every cell on the left side of the body. We'll move a little more quickly left and right sides. Left foot, right foot, both feet. Left ankle, right ankle, both ankles. Back of the left knee, back of the right knee, back of both knees. Left hip, right hip, across the hips. Left lower back, right lower back, across the low back. Left shoulder, right shoulder, across the shoulders. Left hand, right hand, the entire arm and hand on both sides. Left ear, right ear, the space in between the ears. Left eye, right eye, space in between the eyes. And then bring all of your awareness to the crown of the head. Imagine a softening beginning at the crown of the head and slowly trickling down over the skin of the face, the skin of the neck, slowly across the chest and down the arms, a softening. Down the torso, slowly down the legs to the tips of the toes. We're going to work on a play of opposites, experiencing opposites. So begin to feel the weight of your physical body. Feel heavy and grounded. Begin to fill up your body with a sense of heaviness. Perhaps you're imagining that you're becoming filled with lead. Toes become heavy. Your feet are heavy. Your legs are heavy. Your fingertips are heavy. Feeling heavier and heavier. And deeply weighted, grounded to the ground. And then begin to invite in the opposite sensation, a sensation of lightness. Imagining you're beginning to fill with air, feeling softer and lighter. Fingertips are light, your arms are light, your legs are light, feeling softer and softer and lighter and lighter. Perhaps even beginning to feel like you could drift away on the softest breeze. And then gently invite in the possibility of feeling both of these sensations at the same time. Feeling both the sense of heaviness and the sense of lightness at the same time. And then gently draw your focus to the center of the mind, allowing space for whatever is present in the thoughts and the mind to be present here. Noticing that you can notice your thoughts and then perhaps noticing a little space in between the thoughts. Now, as we start to go deeper into our restful state, you have the opportunity to add an intention or a promise, a truth vow, a short, precise sentence. For example, if I want to work with self-worth, my truth vow would be, I am worthy. When you have your sentence, you can utter it to yourself as if whispering it to a dearly loved one. Say it with compassion, conviction, and kindness, and say it as if you already believe it true. And we'll move on to the energetic layer of the body. using our imagination as a tool to help us connect with the concept of energy in the body, energy moving in a pathway that's clear and free of any holding patterns or tension. So we're going to bring our awareness to the palm of the left hand, and we're going to imagine that we can draw energy in through the palm of the left hand, up the left arm, across the chest, and out the right arm. So down the right arm, out the right hand. So whatever helps you connect with this concept of moving energy in through the left hand, up the left arm, across the chest, down the right arm, and out the palm of the right hand. You can give yourself a color moving this energy. You can connect it to the rhythm of your breath so long as you're not adjusting your breath when you do that. You can imagine a stream or something visual moving in through the left hand, up the left arm, across the chest, down the right arm, and out the right hand. Imagine this energetic pathway is completely free of any holding patterns, any tension. The energy moves freely from the left hand, up the left arm, across the chest, down the right arm, and out the right hand. And gently see if you can switch the direction of your energy path. This time drawing in through the right hand, up the right arm, across the chest, down the left arm, and out through the left hand. And again, give your pathway a color, a temperature, a texture, something visual to help you move this energy path from one hand, up the arm, across the chest, and out the other hand. Right side to left side. And then gently bring your awareness to the sole of the left foot. Imagine you're going to draw your energy in through the sole of the left foot, up the left leg, across the hips, down the right leg, and out through the sole of the right foot. Drawing in through the sole of the left foot, up the left leg, across the hips, down the right leg, and out through the sole of the right foot. And you can imagine this is cleansing energy, healing energy, fresh energy. Whatever helps you connect to the idea, the concept of moving energy in the body intentionally. And gently see if you can change the pathway of your energy, drawing in energy through the sole of the right foot, drawing it up the right leg, across the hips, down through the left leg and out through the sole of the left foot. Maybe the energy, the color or temperature or texture you've given your energy has changed. Whatever helps you connect with, really bringing your focus into imagining, intentionally moving energy through the body. Imagine this energy flows freely without getting stuck. And then gently bring all your awareness to the crown of the head. And imagine a softening and opening at the crown of your head. And just above you is a little cloud of energy, a little ball of energy. And it contains precisely what you need in this moment. Trying not to cognitively give that an answer. Exactly what you need in this moment is right there above you, and you're going to soften out from the crown of your head. And your energy from your own energetic layer is going to reach out and connect with that cloud of energy as if plugging yourself in, recharging like you're a cell phone. And as you imagine a connection to something just outside of yourself, imagine it spilling down through the center of the brain and slowly trickling down through the spinal cord. Imagine this recharging, refreshing energy slowly trickling down the spinal cord, and then from there all the way out to each and every cell of the body. Gently connecting and recharging. And softly imagining disconnecting from your ball of energy and bringing all of your awareness into the very center of the mind. So if you could land right on top, that place where the spine meets the brain. Bring all of your awareness here and allow space for whatever is present here to be present here. Notice that you can notice your thoughts. And then perhaps noticing a little space in between the thoughts. And we're going to take an imaginative journey. So use your imagination to paint in as many details as you can. We're going to take a little visual journey. So begin to imagine from this place right at the top of the spine, just as if you were in a little room in the very center of your brain. And there's a little miniature version of yourself resting here. And from this place, you can look back up towards the rest of the brain, and you can see all the thoughts and the firings of the brain. Thoughts firing, however they're firing, maybe you see them more like sparks, shooting stars. Or maybe you see words written or images flying. Notice your thoughts from this place as if there's a little tiny room with a tiny version of yourself right here at the top of your spinal cord in the center of the brain. And then you're going to imagine that your spine is a spiral staircase. And you're slowly going to take a little walk down this staircase, down your spine, slowly walking further and further and further away from the brain and the mind and the distractions of the outside world, deeper and deeper and deeper within, towards the heart center, where there's another little room. And this room in the heart center is a deep, dark cave, and in the center is a warm fire. You see yourself coming into this cave, being drawn to the fire. Curl up next to the fire. And imagine this little miniature version of yourself being warmed and protected by the warmth of this fire. draw in a visual of this little miniature version of yourself resting in this warm cave in the center of the heart. Perhaps you become so still and so quiet that you can hear the rhythm of your own heartbeat in this space. And as the thoughts or distractions try to pull you away, just imagine curling up a little closer to the flame, feeling the warmth returning to this point in the heart center. And thinking about the meaning of fire and what fire can do. Fire is transformative. You can throw something into it and it turns into flame and ash and smoke. So perhaps thinking of what might need to be transformed, or what is ready to be transformed. Perhaps imagining yourself writing it down on a little piece of paper and tossing your paper into the flame and watching it burn and transform and slowly drift away. And every time the mind draws you away or a distraction pulls you away from your flame, just begin again, gently drawing yourself back down towards the heart center. Knowing that no matter how practiced we get, there will be many days where our mind wants to be the ruler of the show. Gently drawing our focus all the way down to our heart center, resting here. And then in our heart center, this little miniature version of ourselves. Imagine bringing another little miniature version of ourselves, perhaps one that we were once ashamed of. And imagine bringing this other version of ourselves into our heart space. And embracing this version of ourselves, putting our arm around this version of ourselves. And sitting together, warming by the fire. With compassion and forgiveness and unconditional love. And then embracing these two versions of ourselves, become one. And slowly see yourself climbing back up the stairs, away from the heart center and back towards the mind. And land back in the center of the mind. We'll move on to a practice of rapid visualization, practicing letting an image come to our minds, see it, observe it without judgment, and let it pass by. Trying to let go of those thoughts of what, why, how, when, all of those cognitive thoughts and grippings, but just allowing an image to pass by. See it, observe it, let it go. And we'll begin with a single bee. A far distant planet. Puppies playing. Birds migrating. Sand dripping through our fingers. Dewdrops on a spider's web. Children laughing. A herd of elephants. A single feather blowing in the wind. The face of a mentor. Standing on top of a vast mountain. Diving into the deep blue ocean. A single candle in a very dark room. The eyes of someone you love. A sacred temple. Sitting in meditation. See yourself sitting in meditation. Observe yourself sitting in meditation. before coming back from this state of deep rest. Bring to mind your intention from the start of practice, your truth vow, your little promise, and whisper it to yourself as if planting a seed in fertile soil, believing that it will take root. And then returning to our heart center, thinking about feelings of warmth, security, compassion, and kindness. See yourself as you are laying on the ground, wrapped in sense of security, compassion, kindness, and unconditional love. And repeat these words. May I be happy. May I be healthy and strong. May I be peaceful and at ease. And continuing to bring those feelings of security, love, compassion, and kindness to the surface. Bring to mind somebody you think may need to be wrapped in these kinds of feelings, and a little protection, a little kindness, a little compassion. Visualize them clearly, and then see them receiving these feelings. Maybe their face softens, their posture softens. Picture them clearly receiving this message, and repeat these words. May you be happy. May you be healthy and strong. May you be peaceful and at ease. And then continuing these feelings, connecting with these feelings of compassion, security, strength, kindness, sending them out as if sending them out, expanding from our heart center. Connect to the concept of people on this planet right here in this moment, also practicing this at the same time. Connecting together and sending this out into our community. And repeat these words. May we be happy. May we be healthy and strong. May we be peaceful and at ease. And then, because we have been still for a long period of time, this is a wonderful time to connect to your body's intuition. So let your brain not think, and let your body take whatever stretch and lengthen it needs to take. Maybe some wiggles, you might get some clicks and groans, and just stretch, lengthen, breathe. Enjoy some little adjustments. Enjoy your body being in its intuitive state. And then curl up in a ball in a fetal position. And take a few more moments to really connect with your heart center, your bliss center. your spiritual self, your spark within. Connecting to the meaning of the fetal position, coming to a fetal position, imagining ourselves back in a time in the womb when all of our needs were met and we had not judged ourselves as negative or positive. We were simply a spark of life. And we come to this pose to connect within, to that spark within that remains unchanged by our experiences, unchanged by all the harsh judgments we place on ourselves, waiting here for us to connect within. Remember who we truly are below the layers of the thoughts and the emotions and the worries and the fears. And slowly come on up to a seated position. Rub your hands together and make them warm. And bring your hands one at a time over your heart center. Doesn't matter which one's on top. Just feel the warmth of your hands in this space. Imagine the warmth of your hands could soften any further tension here across the shoulders, across the neck and chest. And as if absorbing words from this space, I'm going to repeat my favorite mantra and an ancient mantra and my favorite translation. Om Namah Shivaya. With great respect and love, I honor my own heart. Om Namah Shivaya. With great respect and love, I honor my own heart. Om Namah Shivaya. With great respect and love, I honor my own heart. Bring your hands to prayer and heart space, connecting with bringing your left and right sides to meet in front of your heart, accepting yourself as whole and complete, precisely as you are. For only when we accept ourselves as whole and complete and stop placing such harsh judgments on ourselves can we begin to learn to love and accept each other. When we extend kindness for our own transgressions, it becomes easier to extend compassion for others' journeys on their own paths, even when we disagree. May we continue to work towards having our words and our deeds line up with our heart center, our spirit, our soul. Our words and our deeds and our actions towards ourselves and towards each other. And may we be happy. May we be healthy and strong. May we be peaceful and at ease. Thanks so much for joining me. How do you snoring?
What?